Set the record straight. This hospital is in the business of treating the sick, and no lab technician should ever be allowed to refuse to do blood work on any patient, whether it be suspected HIV positive or not.
Well, calm down. I'll take care of the technician. What I want to know is how long have you known about Hank Elliot?
What does that have to do with a professional conversation? All right. Hank told us when he was considering taking my mother's apartment.
You know, I'm very concerned. Andrew seems to be very close to this guy.
Well, Kim and I are close to him, too. And we're concerned about the test, and so is Andy.
Does Andrew know about his preference?
Yes. We asked Hank to tell him before he moved into the apartment. It wasn't easy for Andy, but he's a bright, compassionate kid. In fact, I think they're better friends now because of Hank's honesty.
It never crossed your mind or Kim's that you might consult me about this thing, huh?
Andy's in college. He meets all kinds of people with all kinds of lifestyles. He's not a child who has to be sheltered from the facts of life.
Yeah, well, some of those facts are better if they're kept private. Now, I don't give a damn about Elliot one way or the other. But Andrew is a young, impressionable kid. I worry about him.
I'm not worried about Andy. And I'm surprised that you are. Excuse me. Hello, Mr. Starcher.
Hi.
What's the matter? You look so upset.
I gotta get to the hospital, but thank you, though.
Okay.
Hey, why don't we stop by and see Hank on the way home?
Oh, okay.
Well, he's not there. Why not? Well, he said something about he had an appointment to get to. Oh. Miss Snyder, would you mind if I had a glass of water?
Oh, it'll cost $1,000 safety glasses.
Andy, are you okay?
Oh.
Can I help?
Well, I'm just worried about a friend of mine that's sick, and I can't really talk about it. Harvey? That's Harvey, yeah.
Oh, what's this? My goodness, what is this?
Hi.
Hi. I tried calling your apartment.
Yeah, I took a long walk. I never had time pass so slowly.
Listen, I meant what I said about going with you to the hospital to wait for those test results.
Thanks. I'd like that. I forced myself to do some work on the new line, help get my mind off things for a while. I keep wondering what it'll feel like to close the New York apartment. There's a lot of memories there. I keep trying to have a positive attitude. I know how important that's supposed to be. You know, it seems like the most positive things in my life now are here in Oakdale. My job here with you and friends who become like family.
Well, then this is where you should be.
You know, Kim stopped by before she went to San Francisco. We talked about everything, except for my situation. I think she knew any respite would be welcome.
There you are. Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Hank. Barbara told me about Charles. I really don't know what to say except anything we can do to help.
Oh, thanks. You already are.
Listen, I'm going to the hospital with Hank to wait for those test results a little later on.
I gotta tell you, Dr. B, you got one hell of a staff here at Old Memorial. Everybody's so upbeat, very optimistic.
So it's supposed to be.
What do you mean?
Oh, I had kind of a disturbing thing happen today. A lab technician refused to do blood work on a possible AIDS victim.
Oh, man, that is rotten. Boy, fear sure does funny things to people, doesn't
No, fear is nothing but ignorance and prejudice. I mean, we have guidelines how to handle contaminated blood. That should be enough. And with all the research that's being done on AIDS, a lot of education has to be done, too, and not just with medical personnel.
Bob, I'm
Hey, Grant.
sorry to bother you. Your secretary said you were here and thought I could say hello to Casey at the same time.
How you doing?
How you doing?
It's 5 o'clock. No way to put this off any longer.
No, I don't think so. Shannon, listen, I'm going to leave with Hank now, and we'll be over at Memorial if you need to catch us.
I hope it's just a social call.
No, just routine.
Yeah, I thought you were missing your usual sparkle today.
Yeah, well, we'll be back tomorrow.
Guess what? I got off work on time for once. I thought I'd drive you over, huh?
Great, I'd appreciate that.
No sweat. Let's go.
Okay.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Oh. Fashions.
Oh, I don't see enough of you.
Oh, I know. I missed you too, but, school keeps me busy.
Yeah, and I suppose Paul keeps you busy after school.
Well, I try. Do you know where my mom is?
Yeah, she went with Hal and Hank to the hospital. Oh, I better get back up there.
I wonder what's going on at the hospital. I know that Andy's down there, and this is the second time this week that Hank's over there.
Yeah.
Maybe they're keeping something from me.
I don't see why you think that.
Because that's the way it's been all my life.
Paul, I really wish you would get that chip off your shoulder, you know?
Yeah. It's not very easy when you're James Stenbeck's son.
So, what do you have?
Well, I don't know if the blood work is back yet. Let's go to my office and I'll call the lab.
Do you want me to come with you?
No, I think I better take this step on my own.
We'll see you later.
We'll be right here.
Andy, I think your dad may want to talk to you.
I know, I just talked to Dr. Stewart.
Andy, I wish you could tell me why you're so worried.
Oh, I wish I could too, but it's personal, you know. Actually, why don't you wait in the, I'm sorry, why don't you wait in the cafeteria while I go see my dad?
I could, but I think it's about time we got something out in the open.
I'm not sure that this is the right time for this.
The longer we wait, the harder it'll be. Andy, I like you a lot, and I love being with you, but I know how you feel about Leanne.
I don't know what you mean by that.
I think you do, and I think you're uptight because of Paul.
Okay, we should talk about this, you're right, but not now. Maybe tomorrow,
I have nothing else to say.
Hi, you guys. Hi. I just saw Hank with Bob. Is there any news on, on the tests or anything?
No, they're waiting for the test results right now.
All right.
But I know that he's awfully glad that you're here for him. If it's this hard for us to wait, can you imagine what Hank feels like?
It's like a time bomb ticking. I'm gonna call the station.
Okay, I'll walk with you.
Hiya, Slugger.
Hey.
Why didn't you come by my office? Dr. Stewart told me she saw you.
I was gonna go by there later, Dad.
Yeah? I know why you're here. And I must tell you that Hank Elliott's test for the AIDS virus is not back yet. You know, I kind of wish you had sat down with me. We could have talked about this a little bit.
There's nothing to talk about, Dad. Hank told me he was gay, and I respect him for being honest about it.
Hmm?
Lisa.